Today's episode is sponsored by Prem, the go-to clothing brand for stylish, fashion-forward pieces sizes 12 to 30. Starting Black Friday and running through Cyber Monday, items on prem.us are on sale up to 40% off. If you love Prem but haven't tried it yet, now's the time. This is their very first sale, and who knows when the next one will be.
As you guys know, we've been obsessed with Prem since day one. We're big fans of the creators, Gabby Fresh and Nicolette Mason. I love my comfy chic jumpsuit. I get so many compliments on it. And I wear my pearl sweatshorts whenever I want to be lazy, but also fashion, so like every day. I'm really excited to snag the organza trench during the sale.
Check out prem.us and get some amazing plus-size fashion on sale this Black Friday through Cyber Monday. There's limited stock, so act quickly.
But look at here! Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, pork, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. You name it.
I'm Sophie,
I'm April, and this is She's All Fat.
the podcast for body positivity, radical self-love, and chill vibes only. In this week's Minisode, we'll discuss strategies to deal with family fat shamers, A Stars Hollow Thanksgiving, and the one good man, not Charlie Brown.
Let's eat.
It's Lurkey time. Tom Turkey ran away, but he just came home.
Welcome to the meat of it / the turkey / a little bite.
Strap in, guys. This is just for you. Hiding in the bathroom on Thanksgiving, needing a break from your aunt. I feel you. This is for you.
Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're either excited and relieved to have been placed at the kids' table or like at the, not too weird cousins' table.
If you don't have multiple tables, I hope you have a good corner for this
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
me too.
We're here for you. So, Soph, tell me, what is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
I don't really like Thanksgiving.
Dang. Tell us more.
I know a lot of people really love it. My boyfriend really loves it, but I'm sure other people who are children of divorce can relate to this. Thanksgiving was the holiday that the parent who didn't get Christmas got, and they were always just resentful about it. So it was always like, we gotta make the most of it. You watch your parent try to avoid talking about the other parent getting Christmas. A lot of times we would go to a family friend's house, and that was really fun actually, because then you didn't have to do a lot of work. You just made the one dish. We hosted a few times, and that was fine. I just don't, as you know, I don't like cooking. I don't like cleaning. And I don't really like turkey. So it was kind of just a wash for me. My favorite dishes are whatever green bean stuff is happening, the stuffing, the turkey too, but mostly the stuffing and the mashed potatoes.
Yummy.
And vanilla ice cream that goes with the pies that I don't really like. What about you?
Carbs.
What's your favorite things about Thanksgiving?
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is, honestly, the way my family approaches it is we're going to war. My sister texted me last night. She was like, here's the list for Thanksgiving. Confirm now because I'm going to Sam's Club tomorrow because everybody's going to get paid on Friday. And so there's going to be not good stuff. So we have to get our stuff early. We're like, cool. So all year long, we've been trying to figure out how we want to cook the turkey this year. Because last year we deep fried it. My idea to cut the turkey in pieces and dip each piece in our deep fryer. It turned out amazing. Because we've all decided we don't like roasted turkey. We were just doing it for the novelty. And it's why? So now we're experimenting. So we did the fried. That was perfect. This year I want to do I guess Disneyland has a style of turkey legs. The way they cook it there is especially greasy.
Interesting.
But I was definitely raised in the house where it's we're going to, try to lose weight and we're going to eat a salad. But on Thanksgiving, we're no rules. We're doing this. And the last year or so, my favorite tradition has been ever since my mom and I saw the video for the Patti LaBelle sweet potato pies. Me and my mother have been obsessed with tracking down Patti Pies for holidays and getting into them as our main dessert.
Shout out to Patti LaBelle, honey.
They are the best sweet potato pies, and I don't really like sweet potato pies. I think it's weird that a potato would be a pie, unless it's a pot pie. Doesn't make sense. But a sweet potato pie that Patti LaBelle makes is the perfect blend of spices. You get the right ice cream. You get a hot pie. You get a cold ice cream. My mouth is watering while discussing it. So I just really appreciate my family's approach to Thanksgiving, which is we're going to make the best version of all of our favorite foods. But my least favorite is that, number one, I tend to get stuck doing all the dishes by myself, which is very annoying.
My mom and sister and I have gone out for Thanksgiving dinner a couple times. I've seen other people judge us for it, but then we're always tricks on you. We just get to go home and watch a movie.
Yeah, that's the best. Thanksgiving is such a production. And I don't like how extra my mother is when it comes to Thanksgiving. Like, she acts like 30 people are coming over when we have like 5 people coming over. And we just end up cooking so much that it's like, we have to play this game of, okay, well, are we freezing stuff? We have to reorganize the whole fridge. We have to get all the right seasonings. Like, is there enough bottled water for everybody? Did you get the right red wine? It's like, so, mother, if you're listening, you are terrorizing me. Please give it a rest.
I think it's fine that I feel meh about it. I like normally love holidays, but yeah, that childhood association is just like, oh, I'm always like gearing up for it. Number 2, I'm always just like, this is like the literal definition of a whitewashed holiday.
Yeah, there's also the, horrible history of this day.
Where we're so thankful that we managed to commit genocide.
Thank you for letting us genocide you.
I know,
Thank you for quote unquote sharing.
It's a really good example of how bad our elementary school education is about true American history. Because it's like, what was the most I knew about Thanksgiving? It was how to make the paper craft buckles for my sneakers.
Oh my God. And the hand turkey.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was it.
Oh, what a waste of my young mind. I could have absorbed so much, and instead I was lied to.
Yeah, instead it was like, they all had Thanksgiving at a table. The Native Americans were happy to move over and bring their food to the white people. Like,
Jeez.
Really? And it is nice to take a moment to be thankful. It's just, I'm always like, you realize we're saying we're thankful that people died once again. But
horrific nation.
But it's fine.
We also love to share some tips for dealing with those comments.
Those comments.
You know the ones.
Thanksgiving comments. Number 1, this isn't even a comment directed at fat people. I just really hate the whole attitude around Thanksgiving that's like, I'm going to be fat today. I wore my fat pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just fat.
I'm
so.
always wearing stretchy waistbands because guess who's fat? She is.
Yeah. I'm like, glad this is a
what's up?
special occasion for you.
So we have your back. Here are some tips for how to navigate those conversations.
Yeah. What's your favorite strategy?
My number 1 strategy is, say it with me, deflect, deflect, deflect. You only said it on the 3rd time.
I wasn't sure how you were going for it.
Okay. You're right. Let's do some acting out for our family.
Okay, how about I come at you and you show an example of deflecting?
Sure. Okay.
Give me a name. Who am I?
Well, all my aunties have like African names.
Don't make me play act a black person. That's a terrible idea. Don't make me do that. What are you thinking?
That's amazing.
Just make me like your neighbor.
You're right. Okay. I don't know the names of
thinking?
anyways. Okay, right. So you're Catherine. You're just Catherine.
Okay, that's my middle name. Hi, April. How was LA?
Oh, LA's great. I hate being here. It's so cold.
Oh, well, you're getting that winter fattening up with all those mashed potatoes, I see.
Haha, yeah. So what do you think of Riverdale?
What?
You know, that CW show about the kids?
CW?
It's for teens, like young, hot teens.
Oh.
So the point there is
You did deflect to Riverdale.
Deflect, just like shift the conversation. And for me, I always point to like pop culture. So maybe what you can do this year is point to Taylor Swift's very contentious new album. Like, be like, what did you guys think about Reputation, perhaps? You know, there are other strategies that we'll lay out, but I think that's the easiest one where it's like no pressure. You don't feel like you have to drag somebody and like get into a fight. You just get to like not have the conversation right then. Because it's Thanksgiving. I don't want to get into a fight. I'm just trying to eat this pie, put on these sweatpants, take my ass to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to attend every conversation you're invited to.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
You don't have to do
Only
it.
when you feel up to it.
Yeah.
'Cause there's tons of bullshit. You pick the bullshit you want to deal with.
Yeah, and especially since you know what's going to happen, you can just be prepared with whatever you want to say. We're linking to this Buzzfeed article from a while ago. They have a lot of strategies for how to approach family gatherings where there might be like problematic fam members or like politics discussion, and you're like, I don't want to argue about gun control, but I also don't want cousin, Nikki to think that it's fine to say what they're saying. So there's some great suggestions in there, specifically for food stuff. I just want to read out loud what they say. Quote, if the food police descend upon you, one way to handle it is to say something that indicates you heard them, but that doesn't engage with their point, which is exactly what April said. Here's some other suggestions. Interesting. You don't say. Then throw out a subject change. Sometimes, especially with people you rarely see, victory doesn't necessarily lie in convincing this person that they're wrong, but in conveying, there is no way in heck I'm talking to you about this, and then letting their faux pas hang there. Yeah.
Like, can we act that one out? I think
Yeah.
that'll be a useful one. Okay. Oh, that sure's a big spoonful.
Yeah.
You sure you want that whole spoonful? Mm-hmm. Huh. I thought you would have gone for the green salad.
No, not right now.
You sure you don't want that green salad? It's pretty yummy as a vinaigrette.
Maybe in a bit.
Okay.
I think that's an interesting strategy, just to be like, oh, like don't give it any fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
None. Zero. This is like a variation on what my best friend Lindsay, #sorry Lindsay, by the way. Sorry Lindsay, I didn't mention you at the top of the show. My best friend Lindsay and I used to have this joke where we talked about being aggressively passive as opposed to being passive aggressive. You just go like aggressively limp and like flop out of your chair.
Like when a baby like slides out of your arms.
Yeah. Like if you're trying to put a baby in a high chair and it just won't go.
Oh, I hate it.
And it's like you can't control someone like that or provoke them into doing anything. So sometimes I just imagine myself being aggressively passive.
Just go water
just
bones.
go limp.
Yeah. Make them deal with it.
There's a lot of calories in that. And you're just like, uh-huh.
Yeah. Interesting.
But those are both kind of like very non-confrontational. I personally usually go for a little more confrontational one. Not super confrontational, but I just like to do like a faux Socratic method of letting people explain themselves until they get down to the core of what they're saying and realize they don't want to say what the core of what they're saying is.
Because it would be shameful to say out loud.
Because it would be shameful to say out loud.
Can we show them that one as well?
Sure.
All right. 2 slices of pie. Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I mean, that'll make you fat.
Oh, I'm already fat.
Don't you want to be thin for the summer 2018?
Nope. I like myself the way I am.
I mean, you can like yourself, but diabetes.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're going to get diabetes because you're fat.
Oh, how do you know that?
I read it in a study.
Oh. And then I would just leave it there. You could probably walk away at that point.
Meanwhile, I look like an idiot because I just made up a study.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. A lot of times it works pretty well with when people say racist comments that kind of end in like, oh, you know what I mean. Because then you can be like, what do you mean?
And they'd be like, I mean, black people are lazy.
It's rare to get someone who wants to say the actual word fat. But if they do, then you have the answer ready. Like, I don't think it's bad to be fat. Here's a couple other things you can say that are a little more, I'm not going to say aggressive, but they're a little more straightforward if you're not comfortable with any of the above methods. Okay, here's one. It's really weird that you're monitoring my food. Policing my food is really uncomfortable. How about I worry what's on my plate and you worry about what's on your plate? I save discussions about that for my doctor, not for my relatives. And then it says, the moment will be awkward because commenting on your food choices is an awkward thing to do. Do your best to return the awkwardness to sender and find a much cooler person in the room to sit by. I think that's really like the key thing that I had to learn in order to feel comfortable with these is that it's not your job to make someone else's shitty statement okay.
Totally. And you might have to sit in that discomfort in order for them to get the message that they need to knock it off.
Totally.
It's uncomfortable, but how else are they going to learn? And make them feel uncomfortable.
It's not your responsibility. It's not your fault. And let's hope that everyone is chill. We hope all your families are super chill, but we want to hear how it goes. Maybe if you have these strategies that hopefully you heard this episode before the day started for you, hopefully you'll feel like a little more armed with some of these and you'll be ready for some of them instead of feeling totally caught off guard. So we'd love to hear how they went for you. So this is just a quick little mini-sode, but we do want to give you guys some information about the extra stuffing in our Patreon post for this week. We're going to be going over some of our favorite Thanksgiving-themed episodes. We're going to talk about an episode of Buffy. We're going to talk about an episode of Boy Meets World, of Scream Queens, and our favorite.
Yeah, it looks like they're deep frying
Everything, huh? Vegetables, mashed potatoes, butter, pickles, salt, a napkin.
And yet you're very serene.
You're practically floating.
Well, you caught me at a good time, ladies. I've already gone through the 5 stages of grieving.
What would we do if it exploded?
Denial, anger. I don't remember these two, but they were served on the rocks with salt.
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
If you're out on your own, or is it the road? I actually don't know. Wow, how dare I call myself a Gigi stan?
How dare you?
I'm fake. But we're going to get all into our favorite special episodes about this very day. So please become a patron so you can get that sweet content.
We will put links to the episodes we're talking about in the show notes in case you guys just want to watch. Sans our commentary, which is worth a lot.
You gotta pay that cash, get that commentary, that cash.
We also are going to put a link in the show notes to your fat friend's piece on being better to your fat friend this Thanksgiving. If you need a little reading, something to look busy on your phone doing, let's just say what we're thankful for, April.
Okay, I am super this year thankful for, of course, our friends, our family, and our family.
Yeah.
That's all of you, our listeners.
guys.
Y'all have supported us so much. We've been doing this for 2.5 months, and
Feels like 1,000 years.
lifetime.
I'm so old now.
I'm honestly, my hands just shake.
Oh my God.
We've been through so much together, and you guys have supported us from the very beginning, and it means so much to us whenever we hear from you that you feel like the show is resonating with you. You feel like we're talking about things that you don't get to talk about in your day-to-day life with your friends, and that means so much to us. And hearing from you guys especially means the absolute world to us. Like, our family is our heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're very thankful for you guys.
Y'all are amazing.
Yeah. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our new producer, Maria, who remind me of a West Side Story. We just want to say we're so thankful for Maria, who you guys may have noticed is now editing and producing and mixing our episodes. She's adding her own spin. She's doing so great. She just jumped on board, just like, full speed ahead. It's so nice to have another person helping to shoulder all of the work that is She's All Fat. And we're just like, I can't even express just how thankful we are to have her on board.
We're so thankful to you. Thank you for jumping in and becoming a member of our team where we're making something we all love together in friendship. And it just means so much to have you here.
Yeah.
You guys, please also, you can find links to her stuff on our website. Check out Maria. She's so talented.
She's so cool.
Very cool. Thank you again for joining the team. We're so thankful to you. And finally, we are thankful to the one and only Victor, one of the few non-ladies on our pod squad. Victor stepped in as our interim producer after episode 3 and helped us figure out editing, aka did all of the editing by himself, learned the craft for this very pod.
Just being a really good boyfriend.
He's a great guy. He's a great cook also, and really has just been there for us when we're trying to stay consistent with doing this podcast, but also not knowing what we're doing.
Not knowing what we're doing. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Victor. Where would we be, honestly, without somebody willing to Google how to edit show and do it for us?
Honestly, we really couldn't have done it without you, sweetie, and I really appreciate you. And we talk a lot on here about hating men, but not you.
He's one of the 3 good guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
The other 2 are Santa and Jeff Goldblum.
Delicious.
April, we have one more.
What's the other one?
I'm thankful for you.
Aw, oh my God, that's so sweet. I was not going to say you. Not that I'm not thankful, but just that I forgot. Sophie's a nice girl. I'm a mean girl. That's the vibe of the show. It's light and dark.
The least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. That's so sweet. I'm thankful for you too. So here, I'll even hold your hand.
April's holding my hand.
I'm holding Sophie's hot,
I'm sorry,
tiny
it's very
hand.
warm. It's very warm in here. I'm very thankful that we've created this show baby together. I'm so excited about what we're building.
God, we did it. We did it together. I would only do it either by myself or with you. And I wouldn't do it by myself. So I wouldn't do it without you.
Same. I do half of what I do because I'm afraid of disappointing you.
As you should.
Okay, let's not end on that note. We're thankful for each other. We're thankful for all of our friends and family. We're thankful for our pod squad. And we're thankful for you guys. And we hope that this little mini episode was a nice part of your week and that your Thanksgivings are going really well and you didn't need any of that advice we left.
Enjoy this extra stuffing from She's All Fat.
Heck yeah.
Have an amazing Thanksgiving, guys. And please live tweet us what your weird aunt says. I will shame her.
Tell me which of your uncles brought up guns first.
Jesus Christ. If they all had guns, please, not Earl. No. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. And that's our show. Be sure to check out the show notes for links to the stuff we mentioned today. And don't forget to send us your questions via email or voice recording to FYI@she'sallfatpod.com.
Please make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's super important in making sure people find the show. If you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, we'll give you a shout out on the pod next week.
She's All Fat is created, produced, and hosted by us, Sophie Carter-Kahn and April K. Quio. We are an independent production. If you'd like to support the work we do, you can join our Patreon by visiting patreon.com/she'sallfatpod. When you pledge to be a supporter, you'll get all sorts of goodies and extra content. This week, we're posting a mini post of more information, resources, and readings, and links to all of our favorite Thanksgiving TV episodes, just for our Patreon supporters.
Our music was composed and produced by Carolyn Pennypacker Riggs. Our website was designed by Jesse Fish, and our logo is by Britt Scott. This episode was mixed and edited by Maria Wortel. Our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handles are @She'sAllFatPod. You can find the show on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, and wherever else you get your podcasts.
Bye.
She's all fat.
Okay, so my character's name is Kathy.
Okay.
She's very judgmental. Okay.
We're both Kathys.
We're both
Sorry to any Kathys who actually listen. I'm sure you're great.
Dang, I bet we have several Kathys.
Yeah.
Not you, Kathy, another
Not
Kathy.
you, Kathy. This is another Kathy.